Hey, welcome back to part 2 of this video series. In the next part of this video, we're going to talk about what to do if you did release pictures and videos. It's also important to understand that if you are a victim of extortion, you might have released your pictures and videos through a variety of platforms, ranging from Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, etc. More often than not, you meet this person on Instagram, Facebook, or any social media as a friend request from a pretty woman or man, and you accept the request because their profile is usually sexually appealing in nature. So that's how the process starts. A note for everyone who's watching this is to be very mindful of any sort of requests that come from people that you don't know, who clearly on their profile picture look sexual in nature. They're either in bathing suits or some sort of sexy attire. After the first connection is made, the hook as we call it, they will probably start some communication and then want to transfer to a texting platform such as WhatsApp, Telegram, Snapchat, etc. And from there, communications will probably quickly turn sexual in nature. The victim will be lured into sending sexually explicit videos and images to the perpetrator. Once the pictures or videos are sent, they are saved on the perpetrator's side, and at that point, the blackmail starts. The perpetrator starts asking their victims to pay, or else they'll release the pictures and videos to the victim's friends, family, everyone they manage to friend on their social media accounts. Because remember, they were friends with the victim as well, which means they can now friend all of their coworkers, mentors, relatives, etc. So by now, the victim is probably, and if you're watching this, if you're in this unfortunate situation, you're feeling scared, you're feeling helpless, and all you want is for the pain to go away and for these people to stop contacting you. Unfortunately, this is a predicament because these people are, for the most part, professionals. The way you can usually tell if they're professionals is that they waste no time. The elapsed time between when they received your pictures and videos to when you received the blackmail notice is very fast. That's how you know you're dealing with somebody who's doing this to hundreds of other people. These professionals are usually in different countries. Ghana, the Philippines, places where there's no US, UK, or Canadian jurisdiction, because these countries have no extradition laws, and therefore blackmailers in these countries think they can commit these types of crimes without repercussions. So the victim is feeling helpless, scared, and all they want is for this to go away. For digital investigations, we've completed many cases of this type, and as such, we've created an outline for the best course of action. The first step is to stay calm. Panicking or playing out worst-case scenarios in your head is the worst thing you can do. And this can be difficult to achieve because you are at this point receiving messages from the perpetrator saying that they'll release this to your family, friends, coworkers, that you'll lose your job, that you'll feel embarrassed, and that everyone will see these pictures and videos. So that's how they continuously try to divert your brain from thinking about what to do. What they want you to do is to be scared and to be thinking about what they want you to think about, which is how it's going to be if this information gets released. What you should be thinking is, what are the steps that you should take to try to mitigate the damages, and who should you get involved in this situation? So, the first step is to stay calm. The second step is to create stall tactics. In other words, they're asking you for money. Stall. Tell them that you're getting paid in a week, 2 weeks. Tell them that you'll pay them, but you need more time. That is the second step. The third step is to figure out whether you want to deal with the situation yourself or get a professional involved. Professional companies do charge anywhere from $500 to several thousands of dollars to deal with this, depending on how fast you want a professional company to react, and depending on the complexity of the case. Contrary to popular belief, you can deal with this yourself. For the sake of this video, we won't discuss many of those things because they are risky, and I don't recommend dealing with this yourself unless there's very little that you stand to lose from having pictures and videos of a sexually explicit nature released. What I do recommend is hiring a professional such as Digital Investigation to deal with this matter. However, there is a time frame between when you're able to hire a professional and dealing with the perpetrator. In other words, there is a period of time in which you probably have to deal with this yourself. During that time, as I said, stay calm, use stall tactics, and also analyze and remember what you sent to the blackmailers and make a list of exactly what pictures and videos you shared with the blackmailers. Now, they're going to share some pictures and screenshots back with you to show what material they have on you, but also go back through your history and try to remember exactly what you sent to them. Lock down your social media. If you do a preemptive strike, you can tell friends and family members to unfriend this individual because you can tell them that they're an online blackmailer or hacker. It will reduce the chances that your information is released much faster if the perpetrator is unfriended. Hiring a professional like digitalinvestigation.com is the best course of action because we've had years of experience in this field. Almost a decade of saving clients from having embarrassing information being released. One thing that our company offers is peace of mind. As soon as you engage our company, we will immediately take over communication with the perpetrators. We will take over your accounts and start communicating. We have proprietary hardware and software that can track these individuals. The reason why tracking them is so important is because once you track them with our proprietary software called IP to location, you then can threaten them back and say, look, if you release this information, then we can get local law enforcement involved. We also have over 200 different law enforcement agencies spanning over 50 different countries that we have built relationships with, places like Ghana, Africa, and the Philippines, which is where 80% of these hotbeds for sextortion are. So, in closing, it is very important to understand that the question is, for everyone who's released pictures or videos of themselves to an untrusted party, can I afford to deal with this myself? And what will happen if I fail and the information gets released? What do I stand to lose? And the second question is, can I afford to pay someone to deal with this so I can concentrate on my life and start living my life again? Because it's very difficult to concentrate on your life when someone's blasting your phone every 15 minutes and threatening that if you don't pay them, they'll release your private pictures and videos. It's very difficult to lead a normal life knowing that you've trusted somebody and you've been lied to. In closing, please remember that social media sites and accounts were never meant for private pictures and videos and private information to be released on or transferred to. And also, remember that anything you release online on any sort of public domain can never be taken back.